Ladies and gentlemen, I have with me today the NUX B7 Pro wireless in-ear monitor system. Special thanks to NUX Audio for sending this out. Really awesome company. This is one of their finest products in their wireless domain. Let's do a quick unboxing, shall we? And then we'll get into the specs, the details, and the nitty-gritty here in a little bit. But yeah, nice, really high quality packaging. We got really reflective lettering right there. Very cool detail. We got this vacuum seal. Oh, so satisfying. Wait for it, wait for it. Boom, there it is. Yeah, gotta love it. Real thick, high quality packaging. First things first, owner's manual right up top. It's a thick one. Got a lot of detail in there for sure. Yeah, we got some stickers, another warranty stuff over there. And look at this lovely packaging, everything organized nicely into its neat little compartments. Like I said, love the attention to detail. We got the transmitter, the receiver. Looks like a little clip. We can mount it to a rack, maybe another little mounting mechanism here, maybe some more paperwork and cables in there. But yeah, we're gonna dig in. I'm gonna get more familiarized with this thing and we'll break down the details. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get it. All right, here's the other components that came in the box. What all we got here? Like I said, we got this big old clip it came with. You can clip this onto a mic stand or on a rack, any kind of surface you can really find, I guess. Super strong clip. You can mount your NUX B7 Pro to that. It's got a GoPro mount too, so you can mount it to a camera, I'm sure. Pretty sweet function. We got the USB-C cable on both sides that we can use to run to a computer or to run to a live stream directly to our phone. Super cool feature. I'll show you a little bit. We've got an adapter right there in case you need a regular USB-A, I believe. I forget what it was called. But we got the warranty card. We got this little reflective sticker. Very cool. And there's a guide to the headphones that work with it versus ones that don't. Which we got the tip ring sleeve, standard setup. We can't have a tip ring sleeve. Those will not work, but all in-ear monitors have the tip ring sleeve set. So those are all the components to that. Here we have it, the NUX B7 Pro wireless in-ear monitor system. First thing you notice is how much of a tank this thing is. Super heavy duty, durable metal construction. Nice weight to it, nice strong rubber feet. The receiver here snaps into place with this nice strong magnet that ain't going anywhere. Snaps like a Jumanji piece. What year is it, right? And we're gonna boot this thing up. This is kind of just a quick demo of how it works. There's the NUX logo, followed by your own personal, customizable startup screen. Super cool. You can put anything you want there. Your cat, your girlfriend, go for it. It's gonna immediately start searching for the receiver. It's in charging mode. Here it's scanning. I'm gonna hold this power button. That's gonna turn the green light on. And within seconds, it's gonna find it and connect to it. And it's ready to go. We stick our in-ear monitors in there. We also have another headphone port right there. Let's turn around to the back. We have left and right input, either a XLR or 1/4-inch cable right there. We have a stereo aux input. We have the charging input as well as a USB-C, which is my favorite little feature. That's not for charging. That's to update the firmware as well as record or live stream straight to your phone or computer with this thing. That's my favorite feature of this whole little contraption I'm going to talk about later. But yeah, let's get into the little setup I have here. First, let's snap it back into place and watch it go into sleep mode. Like when you're done with your set, you're on break, boom. It immediately goes to sleep because this thing has its own built-in battery that has up to 6 hours battery life. Super cool feature that, and that's gonna charge that on break. When you're ready for the next set, you can boot it up and get it going. But let me show you how I kind of work it with my karaoke setup here. Show you what I got going on with my little setup right here. I got like a small abstraction of what I would use for karaoke gigs. We got the Mackie Pro FX12 mixer with a couple audio sources being ran into that. We got the computer audio from the karaoke tracks right there from that headphone jack into that channel. That's where you see those green bars playing the music right there. Very nice. And in channel 1, I have a wireless microphone going. The NUX wireless microphone system, the B3RC that they sent me to review in another video. Super easy, plug and play. Let's see if that gets a signal. Check 1, 2, the green bars are flying, yeah. So we got the microphone and the computer audio ran into the mixer, and I got all that going out from that monitor channel into the back of the NUX B7 Pro, which is what's giving it that signal, which is sending it to the receiver, which is playing it through my in-ear monitors. Got some just basic Shure in-ear monitors right here. They do the job. Very cool. And so I could totally use that for karaoke to monitor the singers, balance with the music, but practically would use it more with drum gigs because I could run a whole drum mix through this thing and control the volume of all the different units and what it's sending into there and control exactly what I want to hear in this thing. So That's the most, practical use of this thing. But my favorite little feature it has included is the ability to record or live stream directly to your computer or phone through the back in this USB-C port like I talked about. And I could literally run this whole track into a live stream through TikTok, Instagram, whatever I want to do, and just press record, and it's going to read that as an audio source, and I'm going to get direct audio from the computer and the mixer and the microphone dialed in however I want into my stream or on my videos that I record, which I think is a super cool feature for content creators or anything else, that this in-ear monitor system doubles as that. So that's a super awesome feature there. Let's get into all the menu specs and all little other things this little machine can do. Let's get it. Let's talk about this whole user interface in the front here from left to right. We got an extra headphone port right here for dual monitoring. If you wanted to listen to another feed in addition to your in-ears that you have in your receiver, you can plug another set of in-ear monitors into there and hear both at the same time. That's a very cool feature. Then we got the display, the digital LED display, very cool. Then we have a selector. You can click that in, or the master volume up and down. We have the power as well as the home button and a back button. Let's show the most basic function and just turning the master volume up and down here in the unit. You can also do that in the receiver here. If you just press here, it'll digitally turn it down in small increments. That's a cool little synchronized digital control feature they have there. Let's say you like to use your in-ear in just one ear. You can click that in and change the pan hard left or hard right if you want to only hear it in one ear and keep one open. Some people like to do that. Pretty cool. Leave it alone for a while. It goes right back to the main menu because it's still jamming. Let's check out some of these menu options. I'm going to go in here and go to display. Click that. Home display. We can change from the vertical LEDs to this kind of circular thing. Let's check that out. I don't really like that per se. I mean, it's cool. It looks kind of modern, futuristic, but I'm just so used to the vertical up and down. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch that back. Display, home display, vertical bars. Very cool. The home display, we can change brightness. I have it all the way down so it can focus well on the camera because it's super bright so that you can see it in very dark stages. But I have it all the way down for that reason. Boot up picture, that's the feature I showed you. When you turn it on, you can upload your own custom logo and image to boot up right after the NUX logo every time. That's a super cool, personalizable, customized feature that I really like on that one. Thumbs up on that, NUX, very cool. Let's go over here. No, that's it. Okay, so that's all for display settings, those three options. Let's go back. TX, RX, what? Okay, this is gonna give you the option for something closer to low latency or something more close to stable or a middle ground. You can choose the low latency version. If you're not in a huge area with tons of frequencies and signals and cell phones, you should be fine to go to that low latency setting, where you can go to middle or stable, which is if you are in a very high traffic area, you might want to do that, but that's going to change the latency and might mess with a slight, super slight delay that you probably won't even notice. What does it say in the specs here? Okay, low latency setting is 7.3 milliseconds versus 10 milliseconds versus 14. Woo, that's a pretty big difference. So I would try to operate on the low latency if I were you, unless you're in a super crowded stage area. I'm gonna go ahead and set mine to that. And that's that. Input setup. You can control, you can go stereo if you have two inputs in the back instead of the one that I'm just using. You can go full stereo, but I'm just running mono because I don't really have anything panned or left and right in this per se, so I can just use a mono signal right there. That's good to go. You can change that if you'd like. Phone level, which means the amount of output your headphones are giving, I guess, in that port. Aux in level, that controls the amount, I guess, that's going in. If you got way too hot a signal, you can turn it down with that too. That's pretty cool. EQ, oh, that's pretty nice. You can do a quick roll off of 300 or 500 hertz, or ooh, something like that too, a nice dip. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it flat so I can do the EQing on my mixer, but that's a nice option you can do that for. Phase, you can go, inverted, out of phase. Pretty cool, don't know what that would really do. I'm not gonna mess with that. Language, okay, looks like I can't read that, maybe Mandarin or different, who knows? But I'm gonna rock the English, that's pretty cool. System info. I already updated the firmware with the USB-C port in the back. You can plug that to your computer, go to the software, and download that and have the latest version. I recommend that as soon as you unbox it, and I already did so. Very cool. That's just some other information. So that's pretty much all the menu options. Nothing too crazy there. Nothing too complicated. Very user-friendly and intuitive. Go back to the main menu, and that's that. Like I said, my favorite feature, though, is in the back. they have that USB-C, not to charge it, but to update the firmware as well as run it directly into a live stream or record audio from this guy directly into your phone or computer to record. That makes this thing a two-in-one device. It's not just a wireless in-ear monitor system, it is also an audio interface, and I've never seen anything else like that. Pretty unique to this system. Overall, like I said, give it a big thumbs up. I really like this thing. It's very well built, very high quality, well made. Like I said, you pop that in and it's so small and sleek. You can just kind of see the difference in my size of my hands to it, and it's a very compact piece, and it immediately goes into charging mode and has a 6-hour battery life for each one. I mean, what more could you ask for? Overall, super impressed. Thanks to NUX again for sending it out. Y'all keep watching for the next one. Let's go.